Well, Sarah Kimani is our correspondent tracking those Kenyan elections for us. She joins us live on the line from the IEBC in Nairobi. Good afternoon, Sarah. Kenyatta and in fact Odinga expected to make their first public appearances since voting today at the IEBC. They've been keeping a pretty low profile since casting their ballots. Have they arrived? What can you tell us?
Raila Odinga was here and he spent the better part of the morning here at the National Tallying Center. We're just seeing footage of local media television station here showing us Uhuru Kenyatta on his way to the National Tallying Center. What we're not sure is whether he will be declared winner or whether the Independent Elections and Boundaries Commission is going to announce him as a winner because they had told us, the chairman of the commission had told us that they were still trying to look through some of the final declaration forms that had come in late. And so they have been asking for patience, saying that they're still working on those final forms.
Sarah, local television stations, of course, have a huge presence there and print media. The media is a critical part of the Kenyan electoral process. How good a job did they do with this particular coverage? Has there been improvement in live coverage, immediacy, updates, etc.?
They have tried to do a good job updating on the results, updating especially on areas that the international media has not been into and being able to have a wider coverage. However, towards this time, a lot of people on social media saying that they have failed Kenyans not having their own tally numbers or having their own tallying centers where they could have given their numbers to see if they get along with what the political parties or what the Independent Election and Boundaries Commission are saying. However, there was a rule set by the commission that they were the only people who could announce results, and so that could be one of the reasons why they did not have independent tallying centers like they have done before. There have also been criticism that they have tried to self-censor because yesterday and the day before yesterday, after former Prime Minister Raila Odinga said that it was clear he was the winner, they censored areas where there had been protests and violence, instead choosing to concentrate on the National Tally Center, and also censoring some of them actually did not carry the press conference by the NASA chief agent yesterday, indicating that they wanted Odinga to be declared winner. So there has been a lot of self-censoring, probably because of the experience they have from 2007, where they took everything live and they have been blamed for the violence that broke out after the election results were disputed.
Sarah, you've been covering this process very closely, and we have diplomats coming out and saying that any complaints must be channeled through the courts instead of on the streets. How ready do you think is the judiciary?
Well, as we speak now, the NASA, one of the other NASA chief agents has been saying that they will not go to court and they will concede defeat if they are allowed access to the server of the IEBC so that they can be able to compare the data that they have and what the IEBC has, because they're saying that the IEBC is hiding the real results in their servers. We are yet to know whether the IEBC is going to budge or give NASA access, NASA's opposition coalition, whether they will give them access to their server. So that is where we are at now. We still do not know if whether they reject the results, then they will be moving to court. They're, however, urging their supporters to remain calm.
That was our correspondent Sarah Kimani coming to us from Nairobi. She, of course, is tracking those Kenyan presidential elections for us. We'll bring you regular updates throughout the afternoon, so do stay locked on to the SABC News channel.